Hey everyone, this is Chash from Cheshire Plays Games, and we're gonna go and play some GRUUL, because GRUUL rules. I don't know, right? GRUUL Riot? Let's call it GRUUL Riot. Mid-range GRUUL Riot, I guess. Mid-range-ish, aggro-ish, kind of in the middle, surfing the line. It's basically Red Green Monsters GRUUL edition with Riot. It's pretty cool. Tonight we have one of these. MTG Turlab, how you doing? So this afternoon I went and picked up a new pair of docks because I desperately needed them. And so I went and picked up a Simic pre-release kit. So we're going to open it. There's going to be a pre-release code in here. And then I guess we'll just give it out on camera or something. And if nobody claims it here, then I'll give it out on Twitter or something. Whatever. That's what we're doing. We're doing a whatever. Okay, so I guess before we do anything, we should introduce a couple of things. The first one is, please go over to puremtgo.com and read my blatherings, because I'm on my stupid shit again. I write over there on Commander and Standard, and it's usually pretty good, and people like it, so hurrah. Why is the editor not up properly? I hate that. Also, please hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell icon that's there somewhere on the channel. I don't know where it is. It should be there. I think when you hit subscribe it pops up. Definitely do that at youtube.com/Cheshire Plays Games. Please also remember, I haven't put it up there. If you use gaming products, go and check out Inked at inkedgaming.com, where I am an affiliate. Use the code Cheshire10 at checkout. Because you should. Support the channel. Something. I hit Mythic. And I want to talk about that before we get into this deck tech, because... So I came in at 96%. Not 96 number. 96%. And I believe once you hit 100%, then you're in the top 1,000 players. And you get an actual number. Which I think is a terrible thing. I love Arena. I love this platform, but that is terrible to do. Just why is that happening? I don't know. It's Mythic. What did the grind of 30 odd days get me? Well, it's going to get me 5 boosters of the current standard set and 1,000 coins. That's it. There's no tangible reward in regards to like card sleeves or special icons or anything. It's just congratulations, here's some boosters and some gold. Yes, rewards are garbage. I think that they're great for newer players if newer players want to grind there and not spend money. But people who have gotten to Mythic generally have spent money on the game. And I think we would rather, like, give us some gems. It's all about bragging rights. Well, yes and no. We don't exactly know what it's all about, because they keep touting that it's part of the Mythic Championship requirement. Like, they haven't announced anything, though. So they made their ranks matter, I guess, but not really. So, tonight we're on the Riot. We're on the Riot train. Blue and red spells. Of course that would happen. That's fine. I've been testing a deck that I'm actually becoming quite fond of, so I thought we would do a deck tech. So what is it? This is all based around Rhythm of the Wild, which is a great enchantment for 1 red, 1 green, and 1 colorless. Creature spells that you control can't be countered. Now that's a big thing to announce straight up. So a lot of control decks can't stop you from casting creature spells. That's a pretty big thing in anywhere. Like it's like Fires of Yavimaya, if anyone's played that. I had back in the day. It was around the Invasion era, which was a very interesting era where you had Blazing Spectre, lots of hand destruction and stuff. It was a very, very good time. But also, non-token creatures you control have Riot. Now that actually means that a creature with Riot gets Riot, and if you have a couple of these and it gets Riot, and then if you have a third one, it's Riot, Riot. And then if you have a fourth one, it's Riot. It's very good. We're playing some removals, so we're playing 4 copies of Shock because we want to be able to shoot 2 damage at anything when we need to, and some extra reach. The same with our Lightning Strike. We're running 4 Lightning Strike for the same reason. Extra reach kills things in our way. We can start stomping through. We're running 4 of the Zertar Goblin, which is a 2/2 for 1 red and 1 green, but it has Riot, so it can either come in with haste or a +1/+1 counter. Generally speaking, if you don't have Rhythm of the Wild out yet, you're going to go with that +1/+1 counter to get it out of shock range, and Moment of Craving, both really, really horrible cards to have to deal with for an aggro deck. We've got 4 copies of Merfolk Branchwalker. If you haven't heard me talk about how excellent Explorer is, it's excellent. We're running only 2 copies of Jadelight Ranger because I only have 2 copies. I kind of feel like this should be 4 copies of Jadelight Ranger, and we'll discuss that in a second.
I like your style, dude.
Dude does like your style, indeed. Laka, hello. It's gross limited. Yeah, it is. It really is gross limited. We're running 4 copies of GRUUL Spellbreaker. Now, there's something very interesting about GRUUL Spellbreaker, and it's not just the fact that it has Riot Trample on a 3/3 body for 3, but also, as long as it's your turn, GRUUL Spellbreaker and yourself have hexproof. Now, you're probably wondering how good that is. Well, considering what that can do, and my brain is really going on me tonight. I feel slightly distracted. Considering that we have cards like Settle the Wreckage in our standard format, Settle is pretty much just death against any aggro deck. So the fact that you can get around Settle the Wreckage is pretty good. The fact that you can get around instant removal on your turn for your GRUUL Spellbreaker is pretty good. It has a lot of applications. Your opponent can't burn you to the face on your turn. They have to do it during their turn, which slows them down if they're on red. And we'll talk about some of the matchups in a second, because I've been having some weird times on matchups, I'll tell you. Of course, we've already spoken about Rhythm of the Wild. Rhythm's awesome. It's really great. We, of course... I'm well, thank you. Well, it's good to see you. We're running 3 copies of Rekindling Phoenix because it's hard to remove, it's flying, and it's 4/3. Especially if you have a Rhythm of the Wild out, then it can become a 5/4 or a hasty 4/3. I'd go with the haste. And remember, when it enters the battlefield, that's when it riots. So when it comes back into play, I believe, because I haven't done it yet, but I believe it will get Riot because it comes back into the battlefield. This is a flex spot because I have not cast the Frenzied Arynx as much as I'd like to. So this is 1 red, 1 green, 2 colorless for Riot Trample Cat Beast. It's a cat. That's pretty cool. With Riot and Trample for a 3/3. For 4 mana, it's kind of like, not great. But it has Riot, so it's like, yeah, okay, I can either give it haste or get a +1/+1. But for 6 mana, we can give it +3/+0 until the end of turn. So it can end games, but I'm still trying it out because I don't really like it. Speaking of things I don't really like that look like they should be good, Domri Chaosbringer. So this Planeswalker is 1 red, 1 green, and 2 colors for a legendary Planeswalker. For +1, add a red or green to your mana pool, and then if you spend it on a creature, that creature gets Riot, in addition to all other Riot triggers, of course. For -3, you get to look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards, and then put those into your hand, and then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. This hits most of the time 1 or 2 creatures, which is fine. I mean, even if you're only hitting 1, you're still hitting a creature at least. It does whiff. It does. Even in this deck with the amount of creatures we're running, it whiffs. I'm not overall impressed with Domri. Now, the -8 I've never been able to use. Everyone kills Domri before it even happens. So you get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. Oh, sorry, at the beginning of each end step, yours and your opponent's. Create a 4/4 red and green beast creature token with trample. Sounds like it should be really good. but it's just sort of not. It's a gimmick card. It really is. Next we've got Scarab and Hellkite. So this is 3 colors and red for a dragon, mythic, Riot, and flying. It is a 4/4 for 4 mana. So for 3 colors and 1 red, it deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Activate this ability only if the Hellkite has a +1/+1 counter. It's one of those creatures that's kind of like, it's fine, but it's mana intensive, so it is going to close out a game for you, most likely. But that's why I'm only playing 1 copy, is just because a lot of lists I've seen running around are running like 3 or 4 copies of this, and it's just big, top-end, expensive, and we've got better things to do with our mana. Speaking of better things, we've got a Vivian Reed. This is 2 green and 3 colors for a legendary Planeswalker. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or land from among them and put them into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order for a +1. The -3 is extremely relevant. So destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. The amount of times you want to kill a creature, yeah, that's a thing. Absolutely. Doom Whisperer is still out there. The amount of times you want to kill an enchantment against the Fog deck, I don't know. I've not played against Turbo Fog with this deck yet, luckily. But I imagine it's going to be shitful, and I'm going to hate it. You get an emblem for -8 with creatures you control get +2/+2, have vigilance, trample, and indestructible. If anyone watched the live stream, and it should still be at YouTube, on my YouTube, of where we drafted M19 and I cracked a foil one of this and played it, it ended every game. Just every game. Standard, not so much. People's decks are optimized to kill stuff. Our last big fatty is, of course, Carnage Tyrant, so 4 colors and 2 green for a dino. He's a 7/6, or she's a 7/6, or it's a 7/6, or they are a 7/6. This spell can't be countered. Trample, hexproof. We're just playing this because it's hexproof, and with Riot, it just becomes disgusting. We're, of course, playing 8 mountains, 9 forests, 3 rootbound crag, and 4 stomping ground. Should probably be 4 and 4 split, but that's what we've got, and we're going to run with it. Okay, now that we got through that, how is everyone? Hope we are good. Leica, how are you doing? It is so good to see you, my friend. Alright, let's get some games on. I couldn't actually figure out a good name for this deck, so I'm just calling it GRUUL Riot because that's technically what it is. Fine, it's fine. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we're playing against. Dun dun dun. Ugh. Oh, this isn't the best first hand, is it? Shock, lightning, strike, rhythm. I mean, we're gonna keep it. It'd not be good. We're gonna keep it. We gotta try it. Because hopefully we'll just draw into creatures, right? And it'll just be gas. Gas. We've got enough lands. We've got some burn for removal. Our opponent looks like they're playing a slower deck, which is nice. Rootbound Crag. Alright, let's Stomping Ground tapped. Because our opponent's deck looks a lot slower than ours. I'm well, thank you. Yep, I'm good. Seems like a good name. I hope so. I was trying to think of like the edgiest, most slightly punk thing I could think of without like making it disgusting. Ah, no. Kite Sail Freebooter. Maybe we chose wrong. We didn't. Like, what are you going to take? A rhythm? So be it. Mashock, making me spend full price. No, actually we won't. No, we'll take that 1 damage. Huh. Well, that was interesting. I for sure thought our opponent would have had another play there, but apparently they're not drawing lands. All the goodness for us. Ah, duress, no. Well, at least it's non-creature, so Rekindling Phoenix, here I come. Ooh. Oh, we could go with a Frenzied. No, we'll go with the Rekindling Phoenix. So here comes the fun. I'm going to give it haste and just start beating on my opponent. I just don't want them to keep, like, draw any lands, basically. And let's just go it. Let's just smash them. Cast down? No. Tithe Taker. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we want to shock the freebooter to get our shock back. Then shock the Tithe Taker to get rid of it. Then... that's fine. Play a Branch Walker and give it haste. Come on. Top card. No, no, not a land. That's fine. And then we'll just swing in. Yeah. Do you really want to block? Oh. What was that about? Triple take. I liked your graphic on Twitter. Sex Pistols one. Thank you. I tried to make it as awesome as possible. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I think it's time. This will give us double Riot, as you will see here. Riot, Riot, Trample. So +1/+1 and haste. I am the Antichrist. I was trying to think of like good Sex Pistol like reworked lyrics to go with it, and I couldn't think of anything. Afterlife 2. Okay, what do we want to do here? We need to keep up enough mana that we can just smash our opponent out. So you're gonna have Riot, so +1/+1 and haste. Opponent concedes. I was gonna say, like, we'll just attack in and then shoot them for 3. 94%. This resets at 7 AM. They're getting wrecked. Leica, have you downloaded Arena yet? Have you started playing Arena? Because if not, you probably should. Oh, did it do the code when you hit the follow button? I don't know if it did. Oh, that's not a great hand. I mean, that's great, but this isn't great. I think we're gonna mulligan. I don't like starting off without the green mana. There we go. That's a hoot better. Oh, let's wreck our curve. Let's see how bad we can go. I haven't played Magic since high school. Wow. Well, maybe it's time. In the immortal words of Piccolo, it's time. Speaking of it's time, I keep staring at this pre-release kit. I actually do have another pre-release kit coming from Wizards as well. But, we're gonna crack this open soon, real soon. Okay, we're not drawing lands. That's never a good thing. So let's Branch Walker and maybe that will draw us into a land. Library. That's fine. We're running a bit slower this time instead of not so hot. You should really, yes, absolutely. Again, it's a pretty fun game. Oh, okay, that's something we didn't take into account. Can't be blocked by green creatures. Yeah, don't care about that. When it deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Okay, yeah, sure. Please block it. Please block it. Sweet. Aw, come on. You know you want to. Block, block, block. Chromium. Ah, Deafening Clarion, no. We don't like seeing that. Whoops. Really? No lands? Come on. Ah. This is what happens when you play these kinds of decks sometimes. You just run out. Alright, hopefully our opponent doesn't have the Absorb. They probably have the Absorb. Or a Counterspell. But if they don't, yeah. That's fair. So what are you running? Okay. Jeskai control. Okay. I already know what's in this deck now. Alright. You gonna counter this one? Revitalize. Yeah, sure. +1/+1 counter. Now, I feel that what's going to happen is our opponent untaps and plays a pirate that steals our creature off us, and then ends up playing the creature against us. Oh, Searchmare. Okay, that was actually unexpected. Let's attack it and see what happens. Block it. Yes. Bam. Alright. Here's a spell for you to counter. Yeah. This is what happens with these ultra control decks. Like, we're good against most of them, but this new one that's popping up at the moment, I've not figured out how to actually get around it yet. It likes to remove things. Yeah. Speaking of, you know, I just realized we didn't have our deck master up. Let's load it up now, and hopefully that will pop up on the Twitch after the next game. They've got 2 open, so we can Rhythm of the Wild. So let's do that. We really just need to start drawing the lands. Revitalize? Yeah, sure. No point in attacking, because it'll just be blocked and bounce. But yeah, grinding all the way to Mythic was fine. It took a long time. Now that they're making one of the ladders best of 3, that just sounds like a horrible shit fight to try and like get to Mythic. It's funny because some pros are like, yeah, it's gonna be the best change ever, and some are like, no, this is horrible. Why would you do this? So it's an interesting one. Our opponent's gonna try and kill us using K, I think. Nah, we don't care. Gobbledog. Let's see if you got another counterspell, shall we? You've already used 2 absorbs. It's very likely you've got something. There's a cover-up. Getting all the control pieces back. Sure. Now we need to start getting lands. Just lands. Lands is what we want. Lands. So Kaya is exile up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard. You gain 2 life if at least one of those was a creature card exiled this way. Exile target non-land permanent for -1 with converted mana cost of 1 or less, which is probably better in older formats. And Chaos of Usurper deals damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's exile, and you gain that much life, which at the moment is 6. But our opponent's on like 29 now anyway, so whatevs, Trevs. because we've just not been able to like push through the mare, which may as well just be called Sealed Shield Mare instead of Surge Mare. Alright, now things are looking alright. Kindling Phoenix. Our opponent can't do anything about it. They do have enough mana up, however, to settle the wreckage, which is probably likely what's going to happen here. But if they do, it's great because it puts us in range next turn for our Carnage Tyrant. So you're going to attack KR. You're going to attack our opponent. Probably should have been the other way around, but what you going to do? Yep. Rip. We want a red, and we want the green. This is just one of the smallest problems, really, when using this. That, however, is going to make our life very difficult. Ugh. It's doing us a lot of damage. I don't like it. You're going to be able to hit us for 8. Your opponent is running out of cards though, but they also have enough mana with their High Tide. So 1 blue, 1 white, and 2 colors to untap target creature. They can untap their own creature, which is hideous. Okay. How do we do this without dying? Because I think that on our next turn we're just dead, no matter what we do. Can't be blocked by green creatures, and all we've really got is red and green creatures and green creatures. We're just dead on our turn. It happens. It happens. It's unfortunate. But at least I give my Carnage boy haste. Go, Dino, go. And concede. How's your matchup versus the meta? You know, mono red, and more mana red. It's oh, I've still got the old MTG bot on there. Whoops. It's fine. It's hairy. It's very hairy. I need to change that bot later. I don't remember the bot commands. So against mono red, I beat it every time, but it's usually like when I'm on 3 or 1 life. It's been very close. Mono red is just, it seriously is the best deck in best of 1, basically. Just hands down, it's just that good. It's just too quick. People will tell you that the healing decks are the best, and look, they're fine. They're not be all in it all crazy. And that's the thing, is that the mono red deck is just that good. This is a terrible hand, and we're going to keep it and see how we push it. But push it real good. Ba 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 da ba da. I'll stop. Ooh, baby, baby. All right, no, really, I'll stop. I just want to listen to Salt and Pepper. Like earlier, I wanted to listen to nothing but Tism. I love Tism so much. I'm going to get rid of this before anything comes of it. So Hero Precinct 1 is 1 colorless and 1 white. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, create a 1/1 white human creature token, and it's a 2/2. Extremely good. It is like Young Pyromancer without the pyro, so I guess it's just Young Person Mancer. Oh, look at that. They would have comboed off with Dovin. Nice. I see what you did there, but thanks for tapping out. Because we got the rhythm of the wild. No? Okay, I'll stop. So many jokes can be made about like real bad old school music. Real bad. Oof. Sarah for the scales. Damn. 4/3 for 4. Flying. Gains vigilance until the end of turn for 1 white. For 1 black, it gains death touch, and it has afterlife 2, which means if it dies, our opponent gets 2 1/1 annoying critters. I'm going to give you haste, actually. Yep. Cool beans. This is very interesting. I've been trying to break Dovin, and I've just been using it in like a blue-white deck. Oh no, not my token. That's actually pretty decent removal. I've not been able to figure out the best way to actually break Dovin, but it looks like somebody has, which makes me real sad. Real sad. Okay, what are we going to do here? Because our opponent is about to do some real gross stuff. Branchwalker will cost us 2. Spellbreaker will cost us 3. We could, while our opponent's tapped out, go for another Rhythm of the Wild. I feel like that doesn't sound like a bad plan, considering what we're up against. And then we'll just have to pass. See what our opponent's plan is for us. But this could be another rip. This could just take us over. This is a new deck that has now popped up and looks kind of pretty cool. Makes me want to build it. No, we're actually not going to do it yet. Interesting. That puts Dovin on 11. Oh, excuse me. Hey, more lands. That's what we like to see. All right, let's go with the school breaker, the spell breaker. +1/+1 haste, and another +1/+1. So it's got Riot, Hexproof, Haste, Riot, Trample. Yeah. Branchwalker, Haste, +1/+1. Scarrigan goes on top for sure. Let's see here. 5 and 11, huh? So you need to hit here, and you need to hit to Furry. So we knocked our opponent's Dovin off being able to ultimate. When they ultimate, they get to look at their top 10 cards, choose 3 of them, put them into their hand, and the rest go to the bottom of the library in any order. So it's kind of gross. Oh, it's gonna put it back in my deck. Oh, such goodness. Ballistica Horn. Let's get rid of a shock. Oh no, Thought Erasure. Well, it was nice knowing you kids, but I think we're kind of screwed. Ugh. Yeah, we are not going to last. Especially considering that our opponent still has their Teferi. Okay, let's go +1/+1, +1/+1, haste. Did we want to go haste? We should have just got an extra +1/+1. Yeah. Okay, well that's my bad. Opponent just like mouses over this quickly like, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I screwed up. I got it. I punted. Oh, I hit a ferry. Maybe you should be done. Mortify, and we are dead. Yeah. Our opponent just attacks us for the win here. Ugh. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Ooh, let's go and buy a booster pack. Wow, wow. Bedazzle. Target creature gets +3/-3 until the end of turn. Destroy target non-basic land. And Bedazzle deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. For 6 mana, you know. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's take ourselves just a quick break. And let's open... That was easy. let's open our pre-release kit. Cute die. It's cute. But definitely is not Simic. I don't want to see what the promo is yet, so we're gonna put the promo face down. We do have a pre-release code. So, here it comes. I'm assuming people can see that. That is cute. It's not Simic though. So small case U 14 uppercase JP52 small case W uppercase W7. The Orza of Dice pisses me off. If you do redeem this code, please message me on the tweeters. Teshu plays on Twitter, just to let me know, because otherwise I'm going to post it out to somebody on Twitter after this, and we'll find out if somebody got the code or not, I guess. So pre-release kit comes with 5 boosters and a themed pack, which we'll open last. Simic, of course. Not every pre-release is like this. So let's see if we can open some spice. Hey, I need that for Commander. Smothering Tithe. So this is an enchantment for 3 colors and 1 white. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If that player doesn't, then you create a colorless treasure artifact with tap, sacrifice this artifact to add 1 mana to your mana pool. Mana of any color. Gate Ram. Huh. A Zertar Goblin. We're playing that guy in our deck currently. I don't actually have my my proper card cam set up anymore. I need to fix it because it's not working. Where am I actually putting piles of cards right now? Because you can't see it, but my table is just full of cards. Because I've been making the next Commander the Gathering Live deck, which is Podspeak of Anafar. Alright, next booster pack. What's going to be spice? Theatre of Horrors. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So this is 1 red, 1 black, 1 colorless enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you may play the cards exiled with Theatre of Horrors. For 1 red and 3 colors, Theatres of Horrors can deal 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker, which is spesh. That's very cool. Dovran's Acuity, Scrabbling Cause, Rakdos Firewheeler. Alright, great. Ironic coverage on the back of the token. We've got some of the best coverage ever. Come check out our Magic the Gathering coverage, people. Whoops. And if you don't know what that's all about, it's all over Twitter. Someone made a boo-boo. 2 off color rares. Feels bad. Yeah, this has been my experience with this particular pre-release. Speaking of on color but rares you don't want, Growth Chamber Guardian. 1 green, 1 colorless for a creature, elf, crab, warrior. It has 1 green and 2 adapt to, so put 2+1/+1 counters on it. When 1 or more +1/+1 counters go on it, then you can go and search your deck for a copy. That's pretty much it. That's all you need to know. Screaming Shield. Interesting. 2 off color rares and 1 terrible rare. Or at least terrible and limited, if you don't crack multiple copies. Speaking of on color rares, we've got Benthic Biomancer. So this is Merfolk Wizard Mutant, which is great for my wizard deck. It has 1 blue and 1 colorless adapt to 1, to put 1+1/+1 on it. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on the Biomancer, draw a card, then discard a card. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's not terrible. Carnival Carnage. Surprisingly, the next deck we're working on at the moment is a Spectacle deck. Last booster pack. And we've got Thrash Threat. It's a split card. On one side it's got 1 GRUUL, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. And then for red, green, and 2, create a 4/4 red and green beast creature token with trample. Yeah, feels bad. And nothing real great in the uncommons. There's a final payment in the commons though. Well, that was uneventful and unexciting. Let's hope that the pre-release card makes up for that, huh? We'll open it face down. So how does the guild thing work? Well, when you go to your pre-release, you can generally ask your lovely... That's going to be the foil card. You can generally ask your storekeep, your friendly storekeep, for a specific guild that you really like, and they'll see usually they will see if they can give you the one that you actually wanted. Usually. Sometimes they're just like, we got too many people. So we've got a Simmet Locket, Terramander, Shark to Crab. Nice. Sharky boy. It's like my favorite card out of the set. A Wayfinder, Biomancy, Caretaker, Shimmer of Possibility, Scuttlegator, Chillbringer, Stony Strength, Skitter Ill, Seraphim Hybrid, Fairy Duelist, and a Simic Guildgate. And our foil pre-release card is, again, something I actually really wanted for EDH, Guardian Project. Can't see the foil very much, but yeah, that's pretty cool. It's worth nothing at this stage. In a couple of years, though, foil copies are going to be worth something because it's foil and it's pretty much going to be going in every green EDH deck except for maybe, Vanifar. I probably wouldn't put it in Vanifar. Shark to Crab, rad. Yes, it's a Shark to Crab. It is literally a shark octopus crab. They're doing some really, really cool things with Magic. And it's all because of this. Alright. Back onto our shit. Let's get back into the Riot. Let's smash some more faces. But yeah, like if you grab that pre-release code and you download Arena, then you can actually get a free draft. So, free cards. And you probably notice that when you hit that follow button here on the Twitch, it should have come up with a code, or at least it has been. I'm pretty sure it still does it, to give people a free booster pack. the person who redeems it. And I've been told, because I've had people like, hey, thanks for the free booster pack, sorry I couldn't watch you live. But people have been grabbing the booster packs off the YouTube videos, which is nice. Rindark, what is up? Hey, buddy. It's good to see you. Alright, so we're against Mono Red. This is the one we were saying that we've been winning pretty much 100% against. But it has been very interesting to try and win against. I'm going to give you haste. Block it. Block it. Go and block it. Yes. Okay. That's interesting. It makes me wonder what type of... Yeah, okay. It makes me wonder what type of removal our opponent has in their hand. Your first strike. Yep. Okay, great. Let's play a Spellbreaker with a +1/+1. Flash into Pyromancer. Burn me for 2. Can't believe we're not drawing any of our removal against this deck though. Now there's a reason not to block here, and that is because our opponent has Firebrand up. So if we block, they shoot us for 1, or they shoot our Spellbreaker for 1, and it means that they can first strike it out with their Chain Whirler, which we definitely don't want to have happen. Alright, so we can double this one, so let's do a double. Branchwalker first. Is our opponent going to shoot it? Are you going to shoot it? You're going to shoot it. Cool. So our opponent doesn't seem to have much removal in the hand, which is fairly good for us. Yeah, we'll put you back on top of the library. Play our Gobbo. Probably going to just give you haste. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, they actually might have us here for the first time ever. Because one of the last 2 cards in their hand is likely a thingy for 3 red. The stupid thing, you know what I'm talking about. Risk factor. It's probably a risk factor, right? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's a Banefire. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh boy. Alright, so +1/+1 counter. Play you. +1/+1 counter. So the question is, does our opponent have the burn in hand to finish this off? Or is it a bluff? Yeah, right. That went incredibly poorly for us. I'm not used to being burnt out that quickly. Same old, same old. It really was the same old, same old. We had fish and chips for dinner, and oh, see, this is the hand I wanted against that, but I read. It made me kind of tired. I totally didn't fall asleep before stream. In front of the fan. It's actually really nice here in Melbourne after the big storm last night, and it was a big storm. It dropped the temperature to about 19 today, which is real nice. So when I came home, and then when I jumped in front of the fan, it was just like I was off to Never Never Land. Red blue, I think this means +1/+1 counter. Make it slightly harder to burn out our creatures. That was a quick burn down though. Yeah, it was. Absolutely. Speaking of... Yep, we're going to do it. +1/+1 counter. So I'd say that our opponent's probably on Drakes. I don't think they're going to be on Phoenix Drake if they're sitting here at Mythic, because Phoenix Drake doesn't work as well, from what I've seen. But I could be wrong. But I guess that we will find out. I think the first thing I'm going to do is Ranger, Library, Interplay tapped. That's a very good pull against the Phoenix deck. Beauty map. No, beauty nap. Nobody looks so sexy today. Well, thank you. I'm glad the heatwave broke. Yeah, me too. Or at least broke for now. I have a feeling that it will be back with a vengeance. Let's attack first. Now let's get a Rekindling Phoenix countered. What? Cool. Okay, sure. Gotta make sure when I do that I'm like, the camera is there, because... Oh! We're good! We smashed him! It's okay. Don't worry about it. We won, peeps. Let's go it again! Small Howl. How's moving castle? No, I know, spelled differently. Whatever. Stomping around Mountain. Yep. Got a good curve, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Even at 1, so that we can burn this out. Mountain. Shock. Kill off their mana dork. Make sure that our opponent can't accelerate past us. Oh ho ho! Oh boy. Okay. Boo. Sure. You ooh, library for sure. You don't think that they just kept a land of like a 1-lander, right? Right? I mean, they definitely did, but let's truck down a mountain. Let's go with the Spellbreaker with haste. Because now that our opponent is, well, catching up on mana, really, we don't want them to accelerate too fast on mana. So we just want to kind of like smash out our opponent as fast as possible. So next one's probably going to be our Frenzied Arynx, which I think we're probably going to maybe give a +1/+1 counter just in case. Alright. You're on your bullshit, I see. Oh, 2 lands. Whew, that's gotta hit. That's gonna go in tapped, and we're gonna play our Rhythm of the Wild, the centerpiece for this particular deck. We're gonna attack on through with our bullshit. Can I use F for how chilly it was? Well, I didn't have chili dogs, we had fish and chips. You're welcome. Come on, GRUUL Riot. You can do it. Fine, Mare. What type of bullshit is this? No, I'm kidding. I don't really care. Let's chuck him out, Tone. You know what? We could Jade Light and fake that we have something else. Or we can just Arynx. Let's just Arynx. Let's not do that. +1/+1 counter and haste, so it's a 4/4 with haste. All attack. Go on through my trampling lovelies. Yeah, you can block it. Absolutely. Or you can block this one. Come on, block this one. Just block this one. Just do it. Just do it. Just block it. I'd block the 4/4 personally to get rid of it, because it can become a 7/4 real easy. I'll just like that. Nice. It's rained like 4 times in the last week. 46 Fahrenheit sounds pretty nice right now. I wish it was winter, to be honest. Oh, that's some shit. We weren't expecting that. No, what are you doing? No, don't destroy my Rhythm of the Wild. I need that to like kill you with. It should make me a very sad man. Alright, so you've got a 6/8. Yeah. That's, alright. We're just gonna have to go wide, I think. Take a turn off from attacking. Straight on top of the library. Straight on top of the library, actually. Because that can kill you. Pass the turn. So I can get you to 4. Yeah. Get you to 4. This will go stomping through. We need another land. We probably should have actually just chucked this in the bin, to be honest, so that we could Arynx and Lightning Strike. That's fine. It's fine. Shake your head. What? What? I think we all wish it was winter, don't we? Okay. Okay. So if we double block here, it doesn't mean jack. I guess we just take the damage. See what happens. Okay, yeah, that was my fault. I think we're dead, fam. I don't think we can do anything about a 12/12. Ugh. Does this thing have trample? No? Okay, great. Oh, that's gross. That's so gross. I guess we just go Rekindling Phoenix, really. I mean, we can take 12 damage. That's not a problem at all. We need to block the 6/8. That's fine, as long as our opponent can't give it trample. So that's not such a big problem. Ugh. Okay, that's concede. We're done. There's nothing we can do against the 17/17 trample. God damn it. Ugh. Rip. It's at this point of the stream which I should point out, hey, if you're not following me over on the YouTube, go and subscribe at youtube.com/Cheshire Plays Games. Yeah, this looks alright. Let's run with it. It's got a decent curve. Stomping around in tapped. Never seen snow? Rind. You've never taken a snow trip? You've never eaten a snowball? You've never had a snowball? I'm terrible. +1/+1 counter. Hopefully we're not up against the same thing again, because if our opponent gets the Gold Tourist, we're so screwed. It's just gross. It's fun until you have to start digging yourself out of your house. I don't know, that sounds pretty good. I'd imagine that if you are like somebody who earns enough money not to have to go out of their house, the snow must be delightful. It's like, I just won't dig myself out. My house is warm. I imagine it must be dangerous though, right? There'd be some sort of danger there. I think I'm going to Jade Light Ranger here. Put you on the library, put you in the graveyard. Because I don't think we really need the Branch Walker. I mean, we could have taken it, I guess, and the next turn gone Branch Walker. But I want to get to a Rhythm of the Wild as fast as possible. See what our opponent's deck is up to and including chocolate ones, yes. Well, I just put that in too hard basket, Tolab. Me too. This looks like a roping opponent. What happens when we do roping opponents? Well, it means I get to drop into... Stop it. Go and check out puremtgo.com, where I write all about Standard and Commander. It's fun, it's cool, and I'm sure you'll love my writing if you love my streams. See? That was alright. Ah, I changed to the other screen. That screen. This screen. That screen. This screen. Okay, great. I really need to learn which ones I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, okay, our opponent's on a different Domri deck. Not sure what that's all about, but okay. We're going to go with an Arynx. We're going to go with an Arynx with haste. It's going to slam all of the creatures sideways. All of them. The problem is, I didn't even get to see what our opponent picked up. Or what they used Domri for. What did you use Domri for? Did you literally just put a +1/+1 counter on Domri? Yep. Okay, sure. It really sucks because you have to prepare because the store's so out of everything with a bad storm happens. Yeah, I've heard that. Well, look, it's a GRUUL spell breaker, and it's a 5/5. And the Harpooner I don't really care about, but I care about a 5/5. That's not going to be fun. I don't have enough mana to activate my Arynx. I don't really want to play Branch Walker just so I can draw into a land. Let's go with the Rekindling Phoenix. We're kind of in a spot of bother right now. And I think we're going to do it. I really want Domri gone. I don't like our opponent having additional procs. 2. If you stop it with this, you only get hit for 1. It's not going to stop you at all. Yeah, right. No. Let's let it go. Ooh. Keep yawning. Oh, okay. Beast Whisperer. Sure. That's fair. Oh, Golda, really? This is why I like Jund better than GRUUL. Okay. Brr. So you can block here. You can block here. We're gonna eat 12. +1/+1 counter. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you'll stomp over for 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe more. Alright, no, that's fine. We'll find our way around to 12/12. What if they play a second? Yeah, okay, we're just dead here again. Alright, so the thing that we can take away from this is Gulta is our enemy, and we should be playing Junt. What have we got? 905. Okay. Let's go one more with GRUUL, right? And then maybe we'll think about drafting. I think we got enough gems for draft, actually. I don't know. Haven't checked. A bad Whittle boy. Lettuce delivery. I'm sure it's lettuce. Shock, Spellbreaker, Phoenix. I guess we'll keep it. It's not great. 2 Root Bounds, Stomping Ground, Forest. Maybe we can draw into a 2-cost creature nice and early. Stomping Ground tapped. Runaway Elves. Sure. Ripbound Crag. Shock me, shock me, shock me with that deviant behavior. Pass turn. Oh, another one. Now we'll eat that one too. You know what? Maybe Gulta is the way for this deck. Maybe that's where that flex spot for the 4-drop should be. Because by the time we play it, we should probably have enough worth of creatures out that we'll be able to play it for like 2 or 3 mana. I don't know. Maybe we'll look at it. Get a double shot it? Wow. Okay. Diary time. I kind of feel like I wasted the wildcards on Domri, to be honest. Domri just has not... Just hasn't performed. It's not performed the way that I thought it would have. Maybe with Gulta it will. Ooh, Primal Rhythm. Rip and Crag. Let's pop out a red. And then let's Rekindling Phoenix with a Hastage. And then let's Branch Walker. What you gonna give me? Not a land, not a land. You jerk. Alright. Smash our opponent for 4. When does the new season start? 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for us. So that is in 10 hours time. The next season will start. So 6 AM for you, Rind, because you're in Brisbane and you're an hour ahead. Your 6 is our 7? Yeah, something like that. Gorklaw. Oh, what? You don't want to hit him, no. Whenever Gorklaw attacks each creature you control with power 4, a guy gets +1/+1 and gains trample. Sure. I don't think I want to block that. I want to deal damage to our opponent. I don't care about Domri taking damage. Blap. Because, dear opponent, you've decided to attack Domri rather than aiming it at my face, which means that you are doing less damage to me than I am able to do to you right now. I spoke too soon, I see. This is a race I am not going to win. That's not looking good. This is not looking good for us. I think we're in trouble. Ugh. What to play? You're at 8 p.m? Yeah. So 6 a.m. for you, 7 a.m. for us. We're just blanking on land here. I think we can just concede. Pretty much. We're dead next turn anyway. Well, that was GRUUL. Look, it's not a terrible deck. I actually went on a pretty big winning streak with it last night. Today it's just not performed as well.